10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through. 10 steps from falling to the moon. I hold my breath and see it through.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Apply heading 230, runway 27 left. Clear for takeoff. Turn right heading 060. Descend and maintain 5,000.
All right, we're live. We're live, but why is my camera looking all weird? Look at you. Yours look good.
I always look good, Richard.
Oh, God, I'm going to have to fix it here. Oh, there we go. You always look good?
Always.
We'll tell you that your mom.
My picture's on the mark.
All right, you look good.
Who told you that your mom? Yeah, she did.
Well, like it's always your mom's like. It's funny because every time you're like, "Well, you're so handsome," you look like, man.
Yeah, I don't know.
I don't know, man. You know, you can't trust your mom or that kind of stuff. You know. But anyways, all right. We're figuring this stuff out here behind me. We'll have something behind me eventually, but I guess I'll do a quick intro. Welcome back to CptsLogs Podcast. I'm the one and only Richard Tullo, Jamaican Bacon, and we're here to provide you with something with great value, like On the Mark. Your
Yes.
your background looks pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah. Can you?
Big TV will do that.
Yeah. Yeah.
Makes me look good. Distracting.
Oh, I think you're frozen, bro. What is? Let's see. On the Mark is frozen.
I'm too hot.
All right, let's see what we can do here, dude. Unbelievable, bro. I'm gonna go to. See, this is what happens when you're live. You know.
Well, we still got some growing pains here. We're kicking it back here for the third or fourth time. So we're trying to work things out, get things working the best way we can to provide the best stuff we can.
I wonder if you can you adjust this with I'm gonna have to just. I don't think they can see this, but let's see, capture. Unbelievable, bro. Let's see, okay. Then there you are. I'm gonna hide this. Put this back up. There you are. I think you're live now. Looking good.
Welcome back.
Yeah. Can you see yourself on the stream?
Not yet. Right now, I see a frozen picture of my ugly mug.
Yeah. So this is the thing about the live stuff. There you go. Is that we're just gonna have to play it live and like address the things that are going on and not pretend like we're some freaking talk show because you're just gonna look stupid if we pretend like we know what we're doing.
Yeah.
You know?
Because we don't, clearly.
Yeah.
But we know how to fly. So that's what we're here to talk about.
Yeah. What are we here to talk about?
Not production. There we were amateurs.
And why? And then now my camera angle is all jacked up. Why is it like it's doing it by itself,
Hello, ladies and gentlemen.
bro? The thing is, I'm gonna leave all this stuff in this podcast too. I'm not gonna pretend like it's not going on. But like,
Oh, it's happening.
yeah, I'm leaving all this stuff in episode 1. Oh, is this? I'm gonna mute this here, so we don't hear the echo. Okay, so I'll put this back here.
That's actually a lot better.
Huh?
That's actually a lot better.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't like that.
I wonder if you can hear the look at this. Like I'm adjusting my thing on the. Let's see if we can hear ourselves here.
Ugh.
I mean,
We don't need to relive what's happening right now.
oh, there we go. Okay, that's fine. Is somebody saying something? AI viewer is an AI viewer.
They're
We're already getting bots.
our
That's
biggest fans. AI.
Yeah.
Thanks, Elon.
Let's see if your camera angle is okay. You're still good. I'm still good. Okay. All right. Whatever, man. So what's going on, man? I'm gonna mute this here.
Not much, but I have to say, like, in aviation, we always got to multitask, and you're definitely multitasking over there. I get to just sit here and watch you work.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean, I went to the. Hopefully, the camera or the audio is good. I can hear myself peeking, but whatever.
You got a loud voice.
I do have a loud voice, especially, and I don't hear it, which is the weird thing. Like I'll like start my volume will like slowly start to increase.
Yeah.
Like and people are like, dude, can you like?
Well, I notice
Go
that
ahead.
sometimes when we go out to eat,
Yeah.
so I'm like, oh, he doesn't like when we go out for a steak or whatever.
People are looking
And
at me
you'll
like,
just be talking just normal, and I was like, oh, I know it's Richard, but I'm looking around like everyone else is like, why is this guy talking so damn loud?
it's not good.
But it's not even that you're loud; it's just you have a projecting voice, a deep
Yeah.
projecting voice.
I'm a King Richard. I'm Jamaican bacon.
Ah,
Yeah.
I'm like the mild Polish guy.
You Polish?
Oh yeah,
Are you Polish?
yeah.
You been to Poland?
No, not yet. It's on my list though.
Yeah, I was there a couple of months ago. I went to Poznan. I think that's what it was.
I can't help you. I'm not that
Yeah.
Polish.
I'm more Polish than you are. How your camera? Like you have good lighting. on your side. I wonder where this
That's
comes from.
shining off my scalp, bro.
Yeah. Yeah. But really nice. You know, we stayed next to it was like this hotel right next to the airport. So with a really nice view. We opened the view, you can see planes coming in and landing, or whatever. And I think the airline, the Polish airline is LOT.
Yeah, it sounds familiar.
Yeah, LOT. I have a picture of me and the captain. The European airlines, plural, have a really bad. Yeah, I'll say this. Yeah, sure. I don't know if it's bad. I don't know if it's bad, but it's just a weird way of doing operation where they all the airlines will bus you to the plane.
Oh yeah,
Generally,
yeah.
yeah,
I hate that.
yeah. It's as if they like we don't do that often in the U.S. It's almost as if we
It's
build
rare.
enough gates for the amount of planes we expect. Versus in Europe, it's never. You're almost always getting busted
Yeah.
off lot.
The
Because we're-
last time I was in London, well, I was flying through London Heathrow, to catch a plane to Oslo, Norway, and I feel like the bus ride to the terminal, or wherever we were going to get to the plane, was just brutal.
Yeah,
And it was the same thing in Germany. We got off the plane and had to get on the stupid bus.
yeah, yeah. Which is, I mean, I'll get back to like lot in a second, but it is. I don't understand the concept. It's kind of like back when COVID was going on. When the COVID stuff was going on, I was still flying because we were like an essential, whatever, we were essential operator. But it never made sense to me because they will have us like we'll get yelled at in the airport to stay like 6 feet from each other, and then they board us right next to each other to
Yeah.
sit down right next to. It just never made any sense to me. But that's another thing that doesn't make sense is that a lot of the European airlines, you'll buy a first class ticket or a business class ticket, and then they'll board the business class people first,
Yeah.
and then you go down in the bus, and everybody loads in the same bus because
Yeah.
you're the first one to get on the bus. When it's time for you to load on the plane, you're the last one to get on the plane because they load the economic people last, and they're in the back, so they get on
Oh,
first.
right.
So then it's like you board the bus first, but you board the plane last, and it's like so when you get on and it's bad. You get on a plane. There's times you get on a plane in first class, and there's no baggage. Like the people like
yeah,
in
yeah.
it. That's not a thing with
That's got to stop.
it's so weird, man.
Well, it's funny you say that because we talked about it the other night. Like I'm to the point now where I don't like even domestic economy. Most people won't buy domestic first class because it's not worth a lot, especially here in the U.S. Well, it's probably worth more in the U.S. than it is in Europe because Europe domestic first class is garbage. They just
Yeah.
block out the middle seat.
Yeah, yeah,
but yeah, like usually, like I'll get on the plane last. Like, why spend more time as a passenger on an airplane than you need to? Sit at the bar, sit in the lounge,
Mm.
get on the plane
Huh.
later.
Yeah.
And then it just kind of makes your time in the vessel a lot shorter. But if you do that now, you have to worry about that dude taking up your overhead bin space or
Yeah.
whatever it is. So
Yeah.
you got to get on first just to make sure you have space for
Yeah,
your
yeah, yeah.
luggage.
That is the main, for me at least. I find in Europe only, where the people that are not in business class will still chuck their bag in the first class
First thing they do.
overhead.
They get on, they turn right, and they just
Yeah, it's
and the flight attendants don't do anything about
Yeah,
it. Which is
yeah, it's
that's
different
what's
culture.
bothersome. It's like
yeah.
when you spend that much money extra on a ticket, when I'm paying almost 3 times more than you,
Mm.
that's my space.
Mm-hmm. That's the point of it.
Yeah.
That, unfortunately, guys, that is the point. Like I've heard somebody say before. Like there was a guy in the back. He was asking, what's the big difference for this seat other than spending? The difference is the privilege you get. You get to be able to not worry about. The main thing is your baggage. You don't have to worry about baggage space. You get to get out the plane first.
Yeah.
Just in case you're late or misconnect or whatever or delay, you can get off first and you gotta wait for everybody else in the back.
Yeah, that's probably the best part.
Yeah,
Getting
yeah.
off first. But here's the thing, and this is the worst part about it all is if you're in the middle of the plane and you throw your bag in the front and you take all up the front. Even let's say even first, let's eliminate first class. Let's just say you find a bed and space in the front as you pass through the curtain, and now you're in economy, and you just throw your bag. Oh, first spot I see, boom, it's there. And then the people who come behind you, now maybe they still have a seat next to you in that upper part of the airplane, still economy, but in that.
Yeah.
But the only space they can find for their carry-on now is all the way in the back. So they have to go all the way to the back, find space, and then come back forward to the airplane. And then when you try to get your bag later, and it's your turn to get off the airplane, you paid extra $50 to get that upper seat.
Yeah.
But you have to wait because there's no way for you to get to the back to get your bag. The whole thing is asinine, really.
Yeah. It just no. There are ways to enforce it. Like I've seen some gate agent enforce like you'll have people try to sneak on with, I know Americans really bad. Americans really, like if you're group one? Yeah, if you're group one, if you're group, I think America goes like group 1 to 7. If you're group like 5 and you're trying to sneak into group 2, they're like, get your ass to the back.
Yeah, dude, you scan your ticket and they're like,
yeah, send your ass back. I've seen it a few times. It's so funny, like people.
Well, let me ask you this though, because you hear about it a lot. Like we know that, especially flight attendants, they don't get paid until the door is closed, right?
So generally, that's in aviation, not just the flight attendants. There's the flight crew. Right. Yeah.
So I've heard theories that in a silent protest when they're like at the union and they're not quite striking, but they're up for contracts. They're complaining about money. They'll do these little silent strikes. So when then on the ground, they won't really do much work. And again, this is rumor, so I'm asking you, what's your opinion? Do you think this is true? That maybe they're not enforcing that because they're on the ground and they don't really consider themselves working yet?
No. The media tends to is it construed? Is that the way to say it? Yeah, whatever. Yeah.
Sounds good to me.
Yeah. The shit is never true. Aviation crews don't get paid like other normal. This is not. So like for pilots, for example, same thing. We don't get paid until it depends on the operator. So it could be based on the door close. Like for airline pilots, and it's different for every airline. It could be door close and parking brake release. That could be okay. That's when you start getting paid. But you're not getting paid the same way other employees are getting paid. Pilots get paid generally at a higher hourly rate.
Right.
Right. So there's some pilots out there getting paid $500 an hour.
Right.
You're not. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Not a big deal.
Exactly. I mean, you fly. Maybe you fly 8 hours, and you'll get paid based on hourly flight hours, depending on what that is. But you can pay $500 an hour.
Right.
So it's a different way of getting compensated. So they're like, same thing with the flight attendants. Now they obviously it's not the same when it comes to
$500.
But you're getting a higher. It's not the same as you work in a regular job, and you're on the clock kind of thing, where you what was it $20 an hour? They do get paid depending on if you're like a regional flight attendant or whatever it is. It can be it could be low.
Now, did they get paid? The question I was going to ask you, I totally slipped my mind, but I'll come back to it if I remember.
Well, so the question you're asking if it's they don't do stuff no, because a lot of things they do is FAA compliance.
Well, yeah, of course.
Yeah. So
I'm not asking. I'm just trying to explain
absolutely.
The rumors that I hear.
Yeah. So and an FAA might be on the flight that just to inspect to do audit. You might not know.
Right.
That person in the first class seat might be an FAA auditor watching to see what you're doing.
That's why I always wear my FAA shirt when I'm sitting first class, just to throw them off their game.
Really? Do you really do?
Yeah, it says like FAA inspector. I'm just kidding, dude. Of course not.
There's got to be a law against that. What's the word? It's kind of like when you wear a police officer uniform.
Oh yeah, like not stolen valor. That'd be more military, but impersonating a
federal agent.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, why not? That's what you are.
Yeah. So with I've never seen. I've been with several airlines. I've never seen a flight attendant not go up. They're always like.
Nor
on
have
the job.
I.
Yeah.
Nor have I.
Yeah, they take the job seriously because it's safety.
Yeah.
Like they got to go inspect a lot of the equipment, the medical equipment, to make sure all the safety equipment work and all that stuff. The flight crew, I will say, that's one thing I've noticed from the beginning, from the when I first got to the airlines, the regional at Envoy. I was extremely impressed of how everybody takes safety extremely, high. It was a high level. Like the captain, it was like it's just a very high, number one priority is safety.
Right.
Everybody from top to bottom.
It's funny you say that. That takes me to two things. One, I'll just spit real quick, but that's what I like about the school that I work at. Is it's the same exact thing. Like everything revolves around safety.
Yeah.
Safety policy, procedure. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But so that takes me to the question then. Something else that I saw on one of the mini travel podcasts that I like to mostly YouTube that I like to watch when I'm sitting around doing nothing. And we haven't come out with a new podcast in a couple of years. But there was one guy, he's a European. I'm not going to mention his name because
Mention his name because he's an idiot. No, I'm joking.
No. I don't want to give him much. It's funny because I watch his videos. I'm guilty because he reviews a lot of airlines.
Yeah.
But he's such a blowhard that I can't say his name and bring him any further. But he had reviewed Delta Airlines, which is supposed to be the creme of la creme of our domestic airlines.
Yeah,
here.
we'll talk
And
about that as well too.
yeah, I don't agree with that. You know that.
Yeah.
But so he went first class. I think he was going from Atlanta to L.A. And he was very put off on the fact that in America, during taxi, takeoff, and landing, the flight attendants and crew do not require the passengers to keep all of their window shades open, which is something that when we talked about, you said they do in Europe. So I'm wondering what your thoughts are on having the window shades up during taxi, takeoff, and landings versus kind of the free for all that we have now.
I do notice that when I'm in Europe, because I've been told several times by the flight attendants doing landing when I'm trying to take a nap, to hey, put your
sunblast on.
Yeah, put your thing up or whatever it is. I'm interested, but yeah, in Europe, I mean, I get it. If something's going wrong, if it's a fire or if it's a bad landing, they want you to be able to, or something happened, they want you to be able to see it immediately.
Yeah.
Which I don't think I get it. I find that European, especially like Lufthansa.
Lufthansa.
I'm not going to say why, but
Lufthansa.
They like to tell you what to do a lot more than Americans.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna.
They're like
they just have so much more.
They're the United Airlines of Germany, but on steroids.
Yeah. So yeah, there's a lot more. Do what we say, in a lot of this European culture. But I understand that. Yeah, in America, for takeoff and for landing. Wait, did they? Oh no, for takeoff and landing, if you're in the emergency seats, they will require you to.
I don't even. Do they have window shades? I never sit in the emergency exit.
Yeah, some of them do, depending on the aircraft you're on.
Gotcha.
Yeah, because I remember some of them, depending on the aircraft you're on, they'll tell you, hey, open up your window shade so you can see what's going on.
I mean, that was his argument.
Which makes sense.
If something were to happen, let's say you landed, and I don't know, something happened, and the left engine was on fire, the passengers should be able to see out the windows and know not to exit to the left, right?
Yeah.
Which makes sense.
Mm-hmm.
But I think you had a point as well, is it shouldn't just be a free-for-all where it's the flight attendants, where that safety we talked about earlier kicks in, and they're going to be directing the way, like, no, we're going this way, go this way.
Yeah.
Right?
you see the movie Sully,
Yeah.
and when they landed in the Hudson and they
Yeah.
were in the river, what did the people do when they were on the river? If you remember the movie, when they landed, like they braced and everything, and they're on the river now and everything, and the plane stopped, and it was like calm for a second. What did the people do? Remember?
Well, from
If
what
you
I can
remember.
remember, I mean, they kind of got out. There's a lot of people standing on the wings.
We'll talk about like
But,
immediately when they touched down and they're on the water now. You know, it was like there's nothing going on for a second when they first touched down. Immediately when they got on the water, what did if you remember? I'll say it.
I
You don't remember?
No.
If you go back and watch the movie, I think there was like an interpretation of what actually happened. You know, when they landed on the water, it was like quiet, and everybody was like, "What the hell?" Like everybody was still sitting down, like in their seats,
Yeah.
the seatbelts on.
Oh, yeah.
When the plane was sinking, the water was coming in, and nobody was doing
At least
anything.
everybody was calm.
Yeah, everyone was calm, just sitting down, going, "Okay," and the water was like coming in and everything. And then it wasn't until if you go back and watch it, because the flight attendants are trained like this, until they go, "Get the hell up!"
Yeah.
Then people started. And that is, we've had. I'm not gonna talk about, but we've had incidents what I've known from, airlines I've flown with, where things have happened, like fires and emergency and whatnot, and the passengers only do what they think you told them to do. Like they'll do some of the stupidest things. So, with that being said, the point I'm trying to make is that I don't think it's not going to make a difference, because people are not going to like. You'll have the people who are briefed to do the emergency stuff. Hopefully they do it, but people are not going to do anything until they're told to do it. Right. The flight attendants are going to say, "Get the hell up," and then generally there's a procedure. So I think this is FAA. It might vary from company to company. I got to reconfirm it. But if there's an emergency, when the pilot lands, the pilots or the flight crew has about 30 seconds to say something, to make an announcement. It could be a loud announcement. It could be a call into the flight attendants. Else, after 30 seconds, either they call us or they might make a determination whether or not they're gonna, have people vacate the aircraft or evacuate. But that stuff is brief throughout the procedure. Usually, we know what is going on. So if there's a fire or whatever, the captains or the flight crews gonna call back and say, "Hey, there's a fire in the left wing."
Right.
Or the left engine, go out to the right, on the right, whatever it is.
Makes sense.
Or they might make an announcement, or the flight crew might call immediately before they do anything. I don't think you're gonna have passengers just getting up and start pulling.
Well, now they have the problem with the passengers taking their bags out. That's a big problem.
That's another thing
that's going on.
Yeah.
That's
I wonder what I would do. I think because
I'd be tempted. I'm not gonna lie,
bro.
dude. I'd be tempted.
Yeah.
But not if your bag is. We were going back to earlier. It's not if your bag is all the way in the back, bro. You're fucked. You're sitting in 34F,
Yeah.
and you put your luggage over 1A.
Yeah,
You
dude.
ain't getting it.
That's happened to me a lot, where I had to go back. I had to like wait until people pass to get my bag.
Dude,
So
I
annoying.
hate to go back, but I made the worst mistake once. I was on one of the Airbuses where they have the bathroom like in the middle of
Yeah.
economy,
Yeah.
and I was way up front and like economy plus. That's right. And at just before we were like the first on the airplane, and then I had to pee so bad, so I went to the middle to pee. And then by the time I came back out, I couldn't get back to the seat because
Couldn't get up
everyone
there.
was coming up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And people are not conscious enough to see that it's so weird.
They don't care.
They just don't. God, people are so weird, man. I'm sorry. I'm not saying people are weird. I'm just saying
No,
when I
they
say
are. They are. You're weird people.
yeah. When there's just I don't know if we're weird. We're just unconscious. We just don't.
We're all in
We
our
just
own
don't.
worlds,
Yeah, we just don't. It's weird. It's interesting.
especially when it comes to flying.
Yeah.
I think that like intensifies people's zoning in on what's
Yeah.
happening for them,
Yeah.
not the community.
Oh my
There is
god.
no community in flying.
Yeah. You'll have one guy that did go back to put his bag in the back, and he's coming up, and people are loading on, and you'll think they'll be conscious enough of going, okay, I'm gonna. His seat is to the left, is in front of me to the left. I'm going to stop, allow him to come up, so he can sit down.
Right.
No, dude.
You see the flight attendants trap sometimes too. 'Cause
Yeah.
they'll have to go to the back for some reason, and then they'll have to just sneak into a row like of
Yeah.
seats and just sit there
People just don't care.
because they can't get back to the front.
It's
the galley.
crazy. It's crazy.
Ah,
But yeah. Anyways, I get it. I mean, it makes sense that the open the windows and stuff. It makes sense.
Yeah.
There's logic behind it.
Yeah.
But
I don't think it's gonna be the end all though.
Yeah.
End all be all. The way he took it, so like he was so upset about it. I think is what bothered me.
Oh.
I'm like, all right, whatever, dude.
got you. You ain't got no chat. You got a bunch of bots.
Yeah, we're popular with the bots.
The next episode we'll promote it so people know we're live, and then we'll go on Facebook as well. We're not on Facebook right now. Do you want to go on Facebook? We'll do it on Facebook, Captain's Log,
Yeah, whatever, man.
Yeah.
I'm down for
so
whatever.
people can watch. And I might even do it on my Facebook, whatever it is. So, anyways, what else is going on? Let's see here. What else is going on in the world? Doing any more flying lately?
I know.
No?
It's too hot here in Arizona. Mark stops flying when it gets really hot.
Bro.
I at least stop teaching.
Yeah.
I'll still fly, but way, way early in the morning, which I just haven't done. So
Yeah.
no, I haven't flown in quite a while, actually. I got to get back up. I have a lot of stuff to do coming up this summer, at the end of the summer. Everything's due in August for me. I have an annual standardization flight I have to do for the school, but biannual flight review. So, I got to make sure my stuff's on top, but
Yeah.
I don't want to fly. Why can't that stuff be due in like December? My timing's off.
So how do you feel? Do you feel like if you got to do do you feel like you're good to go up and do that stuff? Like, what was the last time you flown?
Yeah, no, I'm good. It's just
Oh.
my last several students have all been doing private pilot stuff. So we have private pilot maneuvers that we do when we're teaching private pilots, and then there's a whole set of new maneuvers with more precise standards that you have to meet
Yeah.
when you're doing commercial standards. So our standardization flights are usually all the commercial stuff, so tighter standards, higher level maneuvers. And when you're not teaching those, when you're teaching, you're not really flying the airplane yourself, right?
Yeah.
Not often. If you do, if you're demonstrating or whatever, it's the private pilot
Yeah.
maneuvers and standards that you're following. So, yeah, I usually end up having to brush up before my standardization flights. But
Mm.
so no, I'll be going up and doing that probably a couple times. You're gonna come along on one of them.
Yeah.
We'll go get some breakfast afterwards, and
Where are we going?
probably just Marana out here, just a little shy of Tucson.
Gotcha. Yeah.
Get some expensive breakfast.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. We're gonna start streaming here. This is kind of a start of a new journey here for me and Mark, the Mark Attack on the Mark, Jamaican Baking, Captain's Log. As we do this podcast, we're probably gonna be going different locations around the country in a single engine. Hopefully, eventually in a jet.
Maybe around
This
the
is true.
world.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Actually, yeah. I do want to. No, yeah. Actually, don't know. Maybe. Actually, definitely. I don't know why I say it around the country. Yeah. But we're gonna start streaming this stuff live, so just be ready for that.
Gentlemen, this is your captain
Going back
speaking.
to- Just be ready for that stuff. We'll start taking a plane, go different locations, have breakfast. Research the area. So stay tuned for that. We'll start promoting this stuff so people can see what's going on, and hopefully you guys can follow us.
And that's part of the problems that we had in the beginning, is trying to get the stuff together. So the way that we have it now, so we can pack it up easy
Yeah.
and take it with us.
Yeah, even like the stream, like we can go from, like right now we're on the platform we're using. I'm not gonna say what it is, but I can easily transfer without cutting the stream.
Yeah.
I can transfer it to my or phone and start streaming live as we travel.
Yeah. All right.
So we can literally pick it up from here. That's why I wanted to use this platform. So if we do a podcast, we can transfer the podcast to our mobile and then start doing mobile stuff immediately without cutting the stream.
nice.
And then we'll talk about
I
some
can
of the
take
platform.
everybody to the bathroom with me.
Don't do that.
Let's go, guys.
That would be the end of Captain's Log.
In
Yeah.
the beginning of Pornhub.
No. I don't know who you're catering to, but
Not that many viewers, I'm sure.
yeah. But yeah, so let's be ready for that stuff. You have some questions you wanted to ask me earlier? You mentioned.
Yeah, I can't think. I don't remember,
remember what they
it
were?
was. No.
Was about. I mean, you're talking about training. Well, I went did some training a couple weeks back. You know, man, it's usually you can do at the airlines either do an annual or biannual training depending on the airlines. So like most major airlines, they do AQP. Airline, I don't know what AQP stands for. I never do.
APP?
AQP.
AQP.
Airline. What does it stand for? Let me see.
Quality and proficiency.
It must. I bet that's what it is.
I just pulled that out of my butt, but
It
it
probably
makes
is.
sense.
Yeah. Let's see here. Or you could do.
It's just the recurrent training, right?
Yeah.
So it's kind of like me doing my standardization flights. It's like we need to make sure you're still on top of your stuff.
Well, AQP is a little bit different because you can still do PCs in the airline, proficiency check, or PTs, proficiency training, and then you have AQP. So either you're doing PCs, or you're doing AQP, depending on what standard you're doing with the FAA.
Okay.
AQP is a new standard. It's a lot more of airline procedural testing and evaluation kind of thing. So they evaluate how because you're flying. I mean, you're flying every day.
Right.
You know, it makes sense for like airline crew that's flying every day. So what they do, they put you in a sim, and they give you the basic scenarios that will happen in a daily, operation that realistically can happen and does happen. And then they evaluate how you respond to it. So if you go in the sim, but there's this thing that's called simism. So if you go in the sim and they give you a tire failure or whatever it is while you're taxiing out, and you don't know how to deal with it in the sim,
Yeah.
then what they'll do, they'll mark it, whatever it is, and they're like, okay, maybe if it's consistent throughout, because there's an AQP standardized platform, if it's consistent throughout the training, they go, okay, this is something that needs to be trained,
Gotcha.
kind of thing.
That's a yearly thing?
Yeah.
Okay.
And because they do it over and over with all these pilots month after month, they can get a good overview, and then they record everything.
But then you also have to do like a recurrent for your type rating, right? Or am I mistaken?
No, the AQPs, it's considered a recurrent.
Okay. So they do emergency procedures as well in that?
It could be part of it.
Gotcha. All right.
Well, yeah, generally there is. It could be. It could not. Yeah, there could be. Like, maybe not. And it could be. Yeah. Generally there is something, but it doesn't mean it's anything big. Because a lot of times you do AQP, you're waiting for this big thing to happen, and you land and you taxi in, and it's like, okay, all right, taxi in. As long as you taxi to the gate, you don't hit anything, you're good, kind of thing.
Interesting. So I didn't know that. I figured every time you go up for a yearly like that, it was always V1 cutoffs and engine fires and stuff like that.
Not with AQP, and AQP is dual, so you get evaluated as a crew.
Okay.
So it could be depending on the captain, depending on the scenario, and there's scenario based. So unfortunately, sometimes because it's the same, you could know what's coming, maybe not, I don't know, but you sit and ask each other, okay, who's flying today? Who's flying?
It's an important thing to establish.
Well, the thing is, just because you're flying doesn't mean that's the easiest. That's the hardest. It could be the guy that's not flying that has the most work to do.
Sure.
Yeah.
I'm just saying it's an important thing to establish.
Yeah. Because then exactly. Because sometimes going through the manuals and finding emergency procedures and stuff like that can be just as hard as
working the radios.
Yeah, and all that stuff, just as hard as and doing that stuff correctly. So you get evaluated as a crew. So you might take off and everything, and maybe a passenger got sick in the back. There's regular things that happen. A passenger, how would you deal with it? And they watch you to see how you deal with it.
Panic, of course.
Yeah, and you can do it wrong.
I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know.
So you either you have that procedure or you have PTs. The PTs are just that's where we start. You do all the regular
Emergency stuff.
emergency stuff and
Oh,
B1 cuts and all that stuff, and then you're trained on that stuff. And then PCs, you get checked on that stuff. And the PTs is you do a PT. So you do PT once a year and PC once a year. So every 6 months, so 6 months you might do a PT, and then the next 6 months you do a PC, and then it switches. Yeah.
Okay.
Kind of thing.
Gotcha.
So I just did a PT a couple months back. That's training. You can still fail a training if you're just
Don't know what to do
incompetent.
about that tire.
yeah. If you're just
Start
incompetent,
to
yeah,
freak out.
yeah.
I mean, it makes sense. If you can't handle that situation, what are you going to do when the...
Well, yeah, 100%. I mean, they do a lot. I mean, from top to bottom, they do a lot of stuff. Engine start. They might give you like a start failure to see if you recognize it. And then if you don't recognize it, and then you got to make a decision. What do you do? Kind of thing. Do you, can you evaluate it based on the QR age? And then can you restart it and all that stuff? And then do you continue or do you go back to the gate? You got to make all these decisions
Right.
based on what's going on. And yeah,
Which
depending
I'm
on
sure there's a policy and procedures for everything, right? This happened, do this.
yeah, generally, you can still make a bad decision though.
Sure.
If where's some of the places you want to go? There's a few places I want to go in the Middle East.
In the Middle East?
Yeah, I want to start checking out like some of these biblical regions.
Yeah. Well,
Maybe, yeah. But you're scared of what?
no. Scared of what? No, I would say, I don't know, I'm down. There's a few places I won't go.
Yeah,
And it's not because...
well, I get it.
It's mainly just I don't feel like dealing with scammers and things like that.
Yeah,
But if we planned it out right, yeah, I mean, I would do it. I just, for me, there's other places I'd rather go first, but I would like to go see Israel.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that,
Yeah.
I think that'd be cool.
yeah, lots of history.
But
Yeah.
places like Egypt and some other places in Africa that, I don't
Yeah,
know,
yeah.
it would have to be well planned.
I think like things like that you have to, because if you don't, it needs to be planned out specifically, else you can get screwed. I do think it is worth it though. Like Egypt, like some of these places in Africa, just to see it if it's well planned, just to see some of the what they call them. I don't want to say pyramids. What do they call it really? Whatever. But also,
Sounds about right.
whatever. Dude. But glaciers? No. That's in the
Glaciers
That's
in
that's,
Egypt?
There's definitely no glaciers in Egypt.
No, not many.
Oh, that's definitely something I want to go see. Is like you can go to like Alaska and go see the glaciers.
Oh yeah, for sure.
Do like a ship cruise or whatever it is.
Yeah.
that'd be cool. But yeah, let's start planning this stuff. And do all
This
this
is your
stuff.
captain speaking.
So like, God, maybe it was last year. It's either last year or the year before. I was in Scandinavia and some of the Nordic countries, and I'd love to go back. So I was in Finland. I'd love to go back up to Finland and take one of the trains up to like the Arctic Circle,
Yeah. Oh, that's cool.
just to kind of, yeah, that'd be freaking sweet. Like I think it's like Lapland or something, Lapland.
We
It's
got
supposed to be where Santa lives.
Oh, where?
where Santa lives.
Okay. That's cool.
Yeah, I dig that stuff.
Yeah, we're on streaming on Twitch.
Twitch.
Yeah, and then Kick. And you, depending on how you stream, we'll talk about that stuff later.
Richard got distracted.
I'm trying to see what the latency is. It seemed like it's. Oh, this is not that bad. The latency. It's
No,
pretty
it's
good.
not.
Yeah.
I have YouTube up on here.
So
So
cool.
if I pick my nose, you're gonna see it just about the same time I will.
I think I wanted when I mentioned Poznan. Hold on a second here. Now, so I can pop up. I mentioned that there was an aircraft that we stayed in Poland, I think, and we went on. It was like what was the aircraft? It was a freaking ATR, I believe.
Mm,
We went on and we got on. It was me and the captain. We get on there. We're like, "What in the hell is that?"
the turboprop.
It was, yeah. It's Let's see here. I'm gonna see if I can find it. But you basically board the plane from the back. There's no front freaking door. Let's see if we can find it here. Oh, here it is.
Was the front cargo?
The front was cargo.
See, I know my stuff.
What the hell? Let's see if I can put it in here. Hold on, yeah. Okay, I'm getting used to this platform. It's coming together. But you see it? That's what it looks like. Oh, you should be able to see it on stream in a second. Yeah, but this is it.
In a second.
It says lot. Oh, it doesn't say lot. What does it say? You see it?
No, not yet.
Not yet. Okay, but
Oh, there we go.
But yeah, so you see that you board from the back there, and then the cargo, yeah, and we're like, what in the hell is that thing? So, anyways.
Romania, huh?
Oh, was it? Oh, that was Romania. Ugh, I don't remember. I think we're going to. I don't remember. I don't remember what the hell we're
Part of
up in
Sky
some places.
Team.
No? Romanian Air Transport. Yeah. Anyways.
That's not
Cool.
an ATR.
It's not ATR? What is that?
That's a
ATJ?
no. That's a that's the registration.
Oh, I know.
That's a oh, dude, drawing a complete blank.
You know what that is?
It's
You
the
know
same
what it is.
thing that Alaska Horizon Airlines used to fly all the time.
If you know what that is, I'll be impressed.
ATRs are smaller. They're shorter.
Oh, okay. I never flew them, so thank God.
It's a Q. I can't
A
believe I
Q?
have to
Isn't the
look it
Q?
up.
Are those like Dash 8s? The Qs?
Dash? Yeah,
That's not a Dash 8.
it's a dash something. Huh?
No, the Dash 8. Oh, well, maybe. I don't know.
ATRs aren't that long. I could be. I
don't know.
I wouldn't
see.
put money on it right now.
You
on
would?
what I'm saying. Like
You
yeah,
would put money in it?
I wouldn't. No, I'm not gonna be.
Let's see. Us being the aviation experts here. Let's see.
There's somebody who's gonna listen to this who's gonna be going crazy right now, going, "You idiots!"
Yeah. I see it all the time with streamers when they say stupid shit, and I'm like, you fucking dumb streamer. Here we are. Let's see.
So they look similar.
Oh, I think it is an
The
ATR.
Dash 8 is faster and has longer range. So,
I think it
who
is an
knows?
ATR.
Maybe it was an ATR.
Yeah, say I'm looking at it. ATR 42.
If they look the same, then that makes sense. Then why I thought it was a Dash.
Yeah. The dashes they have long gears. Where the gears are really long.
Oh, yeah, it's
Yeah.
true. I don't remember what that picture looked like, but
Yeah. Yeah.
it was close though.
Yeah. The only reason I knew it wasn't a dash is I know the dash the dash eights have long, like really long, extended, and the gears stay down. They don't ex- retract for
Yeah, they
dash
do.
eights. Oh, yeah, they do retract. You're right.
They go up into the
Yeah,
engine.
they do. Yeah, exactly. And it's on the engines.
Yeah.
These are not on the engines. Look,
Oh, all
look,
right.
let's see if I
That'd
can
be
see
a
it
big
again.
difference.
Let's see. Yeah, those wings are not on the engines. These ones. Yeah, like a dash eight, that the nose, the gears are on the or like next to the engine kind of thing. They go up in the engine kind of thing. Yeah, but yeah, no, it is a dash eight. I'm looking
Yeah,
at it now.
yeah.
You know
You're
what I'm saying?
right.
Yeah,
Yeah. It goes. Yeah, the ATR goes into the body.
yeah.
Oh, all right. There you go. I'm always looking for a way to distinguish planes.
That's how I knew it wasn't dash eight, because I know the gears are really really freaking long.
That's a good one. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's perfect. It's kind of the same with like the Airbus, like A320 versus like the 737. Like obviously the 737 engine cowling smashed, kind of like pushed up on the bottom,
yeah.
so it's not perfectly round. But you
Mhm.
could just tell right away by looking at the gear, the A320 is way longer.
Compared to the 7.3.
Yeah,
I think that's another thing we'll probably get yelled at if we were. There's there's extremely there's so many ways. That's definitely one thing we'll probably get yelled at. The Airbus is just a weird looking plane.
really, you don't like?
No,
think they
I
look
like
better,
it.
honestly.
I like it, but you can immediately tell compared to like a Boeing that's an Airbus to a Boeing. So you can immediately tell. You can't tell. Let's see if we can.
I can now.
You can now.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
I could easily pick out an
Yeah.
Airbus versus a Boeing.
yeah. But there's so much distinction between that. There's no there's a few aircraft with the Airbus that you're like, what the hell is that? Maybe the 220, which is not an Airbus, but it looks like an Airbus. The 220 is it was like a it was made by the company that makes the CRJs, whatever it is.
Oh, Embraer.
No, that's Embraer is a Brazilian.
Embraer.
No, not Embraer. So Embraer is a Brazilian design. I'm talking about a Canadian. Is it a Canadian here?
Canadair.
Canadian, yeah. They designed the CRJs.
Yeah. Canadair.
That's all it is, Canadian?
Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's what it is, yeah. Yeah, we're experts, aren't we? Yeah. They designed the 220 and then Airbus blocked them because they're such a good aircraft.
Really?
Yeah. They fucking lobbied it to not. They said it couldn't come to the U.S. for a long time.
Huh.
And then Airbus bought it. That's the only way they got it in the country.
No, no kidding.
Yeah, made it the 220.
I know what a 220 is, but I always thought it was Airbus.
Yeah, they were designed by Canadian. Yeah.
Sure.
Yeah. And it was like it was designed. It was known to be like or expected to be like a really really great aircraft, fuel efficient, carry a lot of passengers and everything,
Yeah.
long haul, and he was just going to destroy the market for because they were trying to do they were trying to come up with the 800 for the 7.3s. Is it what it is, or like was it what are the Maxes? They were trying to
Yeah.
work on the Maxes, and it just wasn't working out for them. So it would have killed that market.
Interesting.
So instead of and that's why they were having an issue because they pushed that Max out allegedly, right? I don't know. Right? I don't know. I'm just talking. Look, I'm just saying things I read. This is not coming from me.
Right.
All right? I don't know anything.
We're not experts on,
Yeah.
on
Yeah.
this topic.
I read this somewhere, okay? And that's what happened with the Maxes, is that they pushed that out before it was ready, even though they knew things was wrong with it. Yeah. But then they went in and
That
tried to.
whole thing's sketch.
Unbelievable, bro. These multi-billion-dollar companies, they can't even.
That's yeah. Well, we won't get into They
so profitable.
squeezing out of places. Yeah, I mean, and they're
Well,
for
the
what they use them for.
The 175s can go in anywhere.
Right, but if you can't fill them,
It's only 75 passengers.
I don't know. I'm sure they're way more expensive than a CRJ, though.
Yeah.
And they just came out. I think one of the United affiliates just bought whatever the new CRJ is. They came out with a new one,
Oh God, why?
an 800 or something. I don't recall off the top of my head, but yeah.
Gotcha.
But I mean, they do a job clearly.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah, but yeah, when you get to a point in business, you realize they talk about capitalism, blah blah blah. Bullshit. Right? I won't get into that anyways. But yeah, it gets to a point where you realize like if you can wheel and deal your way into things, and you know who you know, you can get what you want.
Sure.
You know? But yeah, maybe that is still capitalism. But anyways, cool, man. Okay, I think it was good. Yeah, what do you think? I think we can lock it up.
Tie it up, baby.
We'll come back. I'm gonna see. I'll get a guess. Could be anything, anybody. I'll let you know who they are, so we can prepare for them. And then,
What's funny is I just remember what I was going to ask you about.
What
But
is it?
I'll save it for the next podcast.
no, to ask it. Is it long? Good.
Nah, it'll completely derail us. So we'll save it. I'll save it.
You're gonna forget it next time too.
No, I won't.
Okay.
I'll write it down.
Okay.
I'm gonna put it right on my computer. I won't.
I'm gonna message here. Best. See here. Do you-
Text me.
Do you have issues when you like trying to post, when trying to text? You always like making mistakes when you texting on your.
Oh
Uh-huh.
God,
Is that
I
just
don't
me?
make the mistakes. The phone does.
Dude, it's ridiculous.
I do want to do one thing before we go, though.
Okay, go ahead. Oh.
Puts the lotion on its skin.
I found a neat trick with our soundboard.
I'm just gonna let you know
I love
everything. I'm just gonna let you know. I'm just gonna. I'm letting you know right now. Everything you do will be clipped and posted. So,
Well, we'll see how that works.
I'm gonna say every content we create, if it's gonna make us some money, I'm gonna use it. Just to let you know.
That's fine. I thought that's cool.
So that being said, I welcome all of that. So I realized that I sent a chat. It didn't go through. Did you see it?
Negative.
Yeah, we'll talk about a lot of ways we can monetize this too. With like, they can do like tips. They can do all that stuff. We need like a TTS. You know what TTS is? Let's see what it stands for.
I don't know. Do you want to talk about this live?
Yeah.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, it's fine. Trust me, we're a lot more. People trust us more if we're transparent. We ain't gonna talk about TTS reader, text to speech reader online, so people can talk to us. You know, when we do it live, when we're live.
All right.
I'll figure out for the next episode what it'll look like. So when people, and what you do is that you can put like, if you want to say something about a question, it's like $1 or something like that. I'm okay saying this stuff live because that's what we're gonna do. So might as well know about it.
Just watch what you say, people.
We can. I think there's a way to. Oh, it did come through. Oh, I see it. There's a way you can like filter words. So if there's certain words, it won't come up. You can filter bad words.
Okay.
So, and it'll know like bad words, like it'll know specific bad words. I think. So, anyways,
So mind your P's and Q's.
it's a good podcast. Thanks, guys. Stay tuned for. I'm going to show something here before we go. I guess we can promote. Do you want to promote in there? Promote MLDR, right?
Sure.
Like, yeah, we'll do it. MLDR, Major League Drone Racing. I'm gonna switch out a photo here. Coming soon. Let's see. Your camera's on you, by the way, just in case. No pick if you want to pick your nose. Let's see. We'll promote this one here. Keep it. Yeah, this one looks good. All right, pretty much. So basically, we getting ready to do a drone race to fundraise sport events, November 7th. Basically, doing drone racing to raise funds for a good cause. For a company, it's a nonprofit organization called Sons of Autism. They do a lot of work with helping, kids, but also working with the military, the police department, so they know how to address individuals that's kind of suffering from that kind of. Because it's a big issue. A lot of times because of that. We'll have her on pretty soon to kind of discuss what that is, but
Sure.
Police have to deal with those kind of situations, not knowing what it is.
Yeah.
So it brings awareness to the people, public people, the first responders, and all that stuff. So that's what they do. Their mission is kind of like help with bring awareness and help kids and funds. All those people, as they get older, it's hard for them to find a job and all that stuff. So drone race to fundraise to benefit Sons of Autism. Looking forward to it. It is organized by the MLDR Foundation, the Major League Drone Racing Foundation. But come on out. We're gonna have food trucks. Lots of activities, vendors, drone racing. We'll have 5 police departments out here in Arizona that's going to be racing against each other for charity. So it's going to be fun.
Yeah.
It'll be a fun day. Come on out.
Looking forward to it.
Yeah. All right, man. I think that's good, right? What do you say we'll head on out?
Let's do it.
All right. We'll see you again. And next episode, we'll let you know we're promoting on our social page. What's your social page, Mark? What do you want to promote? Instagram?
Well, we were just talking. I had, not much. I was doing Instagram for a while. You can find me at the number 1, Good Pilot. But I haven't been flying much, so I haven't been posting much.
Yeah.
And then I'm going to be doing some educational stuff. If you're a private pilot, commercial pilot, whatever, doing what you do, studying, I'm going to put some stuff, start creating videos on my channel, which is On the Mark. And sadly, On the Mark 5385. I have to do something about that. So keep her out there. And definitely like and subscribe to this channel if you want to see what we've got coming up, which I think is going to be good stuff.
Awesome, man. Awesome. Okay. I'll see you guys soon. You can find me, Richard A. Tolo. I post a lot of stuff generally with Captain's Logs, Major League Drone Racing, Open Aircraft will be coming back. We'll talk about that pretty soon. It's on the verge.
It's good stuff.
Yeah, we'll talk about that soon. And then we'll start doing a stream, Mark. Let's get the plane. Let's get a plane. Let's get both. Let's try and get the school. Won't say what school unless you want to. We'll get that aircraft up, and then we'll get another aircraft ready, maybe like a Cessna or something ready to go that we can use.
Get a little more freedom
continuously, and then we'll start planning some trips. We'll stream it and all that stuff. Will be good.
We're definitely going to Hawaii. We're going to be doing something in Hawaii.
Not in a Cessna.
No. I'm not up for that adventure.
Yeah, man. Oh, goddamn. I don't think you even from Hawaii, from the mainland to Hawaii is the longest ETOP route. You know what ETOP is?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Extended.
So close.
I had to ETOPs. Extended twin engine operational procedures.
Just extended operations. Yeah. But that's what it is. Now it's 2 engines, pretty much. But I think it's basically being able to fly away from. It's called I'm gonna bring that in the main. You gotta be able to get to a specific airport that has all the operational system if something happens in the time and manner.
Right.
You know,
With two
but we'll talk
engines.
about we'll outline that what that means. Well, it was the single engine if one engine fails.
Oh, right.
Yeah.
Right, yeah.
Yeah, but we'll talk.
Back in the day, you'd always have 3-4 engines going over.
Yeah. So depending on how many engines you have will depend on the restrictions you have when it comes to ETOPS and all that stuff. So, but we'll go over that some other time and kind of explain what that is so
Yeah,
people
for
know
sure.
what is required for that kind of stuff. Crossing the Atlantic, and we'll go over that in detail and specific, so it's correct.
Yeah.
That'd
be great.
We'll outline it. I think it'll be fun information for people to know what pilots do in preparation for that stuff and what they do during the procedures.
Yeah.
It'd be good for me too, because then I'll, I should know what's going on.
you do
But
it.
I haven't done I've been doing domestic stuff a lot, But when you're getting ready, you prepare for that stuff. So, but we'll talk about that. I'll make it a wonderful episode, kind of thing.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Cool. Yeah, we'll go to Hawaii. Hawaii, you and I. Yeah, just let me know. We'll get an Airbnb.
Yeah, it's all up to me. Richard's ready to go. I just got to get my
I'm probably gonna be going again pretty soon.
stuff together.
Yeah. So, all right, good stuff. I think that's good. Are you out, Mark?
Yeah. Let's do it. We can go eat.
All right, I'm out. Let's see here. Adios, people.
Later.
Later. All right. Let's see.
Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is your captain speaking. Apply heading 230. Runway 27 left. Clear for takeoff.